We begin with the father and son, Melvin Van Peebles and Mario Van Peebles. How did this film come about, and what was the sort of drive to make this movie about the Black Panthers?
Well, actually what happened is I had been working on a novel for about 15 years about the Panther Party, and we'll go into that later on. But just as I was in the last draft of the novel, I showed it to Mario. I said, hey, son, you got any ideas or any thoughts on this? And Mario's always full of surprises. He came back and said, yeah, Dad, it'd make a great screenplay. Yeah. I said, screenplay? He said, yeah, it'd make a great movie. And that was the genesis of it. So I took the screenplay, I took the novel and did the screenplay version. And that's what we've been doing. The Panther movie I directed by Mario and written by me, and we both produced it along with another fellow named Preston Holmes.
Yeah, who also, did he produced New Jack City, didn't he?
Preston, actually, they had started quite some time ago, right?
Yeah, many years ago,
he
Preston
produced New Jack City with me, and then Posse with Western, and and Panther, which was a real tough one. But we were on the train back from Philadelphia, and he kept talking about this book. And I said, this is so visual. It's a part of history that so many of us know so little about because the Panthers were so misrepresented.
Tell me about that, because if you go into
gotta be a movie.
If you go into a community today, let's say a community African American, let's assume we went up to Harlem and we got together a group of kids who were 14 years old. Would they know about the Panthers? Would they know
Many
about
of them would.
Huey Newton and Bobby Seale and the others?
We did some research. A lot of kids didn't. One kid thought, isn't that a cookie? So, you know, there's a lot of the history we don't get. We know about victimization, we do about some other things. And the Panther Party had an appeal that went across racial lines, and it really appealed to what Marx called the lumpen proletariat, the brother and sister on the block. So
that was very frightening. That was one of the things about the Panther Party. Even though they were painted in the media, the press as violent, anti-white, etc., they were not at all. In fact, they were really on the cutting edge of a lot of things that have since been absorbed into the life of America. That is, they had the breakfast programs. At one time, the leader of the entire party was a woman, Elaine Brown. Yeah. They also started sickle cell anemia testing in the community. A lot of community-based things they did.
But you
got to remember, that the past history is the past written by the winner. So it's not surprising that the Panthers have all but been eradicated, nor is it an accident from the general consciousness, because since they were talking about something so broad, so American as apple pie, that made them more dangerous.
This is the Black Panther newspaper, I guess.
Correct.
And look here, this was a cover story called Sweetback, which was about you made the film, what, 25 years ago? Is that right?
I was just out of grade school when I made that movie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I made it.
71, so that's 23 years ago.
Yeah.
And here they are. Guess what we got in here? There's a whole story about the film. And look here, there is a picture here of, I guess this is a young boy about to be baptized into manhood, and guess who it is? Young Mario.
Yep, that was Mario. That's correct. He played the young me in the movie because the movie starts in Sweetback as a child, and then he goes on up to manhood, and then so Mario plays the earliest Sweetback.
Now look at this. This is a nice picture here. This is a picture, I guess, from making of the film. Yes. Yeah. There's Mario with his
dad giving me his free advice.
Cap on. And you're giving him free advice.
He's giving me free advice.
And you know what you do with free advice, right?
What you pay for it or
right.
what? Yeah. Burst onto the scene in America with Sweetback. And people said, I mean, you really created the genre. What go on to make other films that had even greater success?
Oh, well, that is, of course, a political and an economic question. I burst on the scene, per se, but I had been plotting Sweetback for 13 years before I got
that used to say, like, it's preparation needs opportunity.
Yeah. What happened was I was in France because I used to be an astronomer, but I had an opportunity to go to France to make film. And when I was there, what happened was I discovered there was a French law that said a French writer couldn't get a director's part. So I turned myself into a writer, and I published 5 novels in French. And when I wrote my first 2 novels, I couldn't get them published. I then became a journalist. By being a journalist, I got the publicity that allowed me to get my novels published. Now I'm going to get my novels published. Then I asked for a director's card. Then when I asked for a director's card, I asked for a director's card to make a film flattering to the French, who then granted me the director's card. And then after I made Watermelon Man for Columbia, because I embarrassed the establishment, I thought, I just looked at the demographics, there were a whole bunch of brothers and sisters out there who thought as I did, who had never, up to that time, was considered no black audience. Black films were not successful. And my argument was, how would you know
Because you haven't seen any.
You haven't seen it.
And the interesting thing about Sweetback is that it sold more tickets than Mahogany by Motown, Jungle Fever made by, and Do the Right Thing made by Spike Lee.
And also, in Sweetback, only 2 theaters in the entire United States were short. When it first came out, only 2 theaters. One in Detroit, who hadn't opened the mezzanine in 15 years up to that time, and one in Atlanta, Georgia.
I remember seeing it. I was living in New York at the time. I remember seeing it.
Once it, well, of course, you know, the business of America is business. Once it hit, of course, everybody called me up.
But 2 of the things, I don't know if he talked about these things with you, but you once said that the best advice you've ever gotten from your father was early to bed, early to rise, work like a dog, and advertise.
Right.
Did he actually say that?
Oh yeah, he did. I asked him. I said, because part of what you were saying, Charlie, was why didn't he get the chance to go on and do it again? Which is a good question. But one of the things that Dad kept saying, show business is a business. You consider, learn to articulate the numbers of the business side, and you do yourself a big favor. He said, you learn how to make money, not necessarily enough about how to spend it. Got to be in economics. Went to Columbia, went for Koch. This was after the fiscal crisis, so that was. But I started trying to get back into the arts. I wanted to direct and act. So I went to take my dad to his favorite chance, because I thought he would help me get back to business. And I took him, I fed him and everything, and then he said, okay, I'll give you great free advice once again. Yeah. And it was really better to rise, work like a dog. Yeah. So I started doing a lot of theater, and you were talking about Mark Twain earlier. He had a great quote, something about, all my life my father was an idiot, and at 21 he was a genius. Meaning I sort of understood in retrespect that I had done it to some degree on my own, which is, I think, it's important.
That's a very difficult point for a parent. What point can you help and that help be crippling? And I thought Mario, I had a secret weapon with Mario. He's extremely ambitious and hardworking. And I thought that those 2 things would bring him around to my way of thinking. All I had to do was wait. And I would not help him, not because I couldn't have helped him, but he would never know that he was his own man.
So you wanted him to sort of, you wanted to throw him in the river and let him swim.
Yeah, I figured he
there.
could. Yeah.
You figured he could because you could see him. Did you go to directing in part because it was what you wanted to do, or was part of it a kind of thing? Look, I'm going to learn to direct because my father, the lesson that he gave me was you got to understand the business of this thing, and I want to be not just dependent on my acting skills, but I want to be able to make my own movies regardless of whether I'm in them as an actor or not.
Probably I went into directing for more reasons than I would. I can say one of the big factors was, very simply, I came into a situation where I experienced racism. The first real direct, because growing up young with Dad and going to school, I didn't really hit it directly.